Okay, let me zoom out here. So for number one, I'm not actually going to solve it for you, but I was going to point out some things that might be helpful for you to notice if you were struggling to find the total area. One is we've got some congruent triangles. So I noticed that this triangle, which is 2 by 2, is the same as this triangle, which is 2 by 2. So I think that could be helpful because for each one of these little triangles, we can actually put them together to create the area. So I'm going to put an X over here so I can show that. But that's true for a lot of them. However, this one was really nice because it was 2 by 2. This one goes from a half to a half here. So you need to be careful when you're looking at your base and your height. Well, I've got one here and I've got a half and a half. So you need to think to yourself, what would that make the base of this guy? But these two are congruent. So if you put those together, you would end up with one rectangle. That's true on the next one up as well. So let's see, this one goes, they all seem to be too high. This one goes 1.5, but this one's too high by 1.5. So those guys can be put together. And my top one does the same thing. So I can cut this guy in half and flip him over there. And you need to be paying attention to what your base and your height is. But that also leaves me, so sort of Xing them out thinking, well, I'm going to count them over on the other side, so I don't need it. That leaves me with some rectangles. One, two, which is sort of interesting because it's got a half, 1.5, and 3. Oh, I like that one, all whole numbers. And then we can't forget about this guy here, which is 1.5 tall. There's a lot of other strategies, but if you were struggling, maybe that can help.